Now, what is targeted approach? Well, targeted approach is like that, okay? You just lost your job, and you need to find a job quickly. This one specific problem. You can't set up the entire house feng shui and hope that one of these methods is going to work for you, right? You got to just target job for, let's say, Johnny. Johnny lost job. Johnny needs job. Let's fix Johnny's problem. Correct? So this type of feng shui is different. If you could set up the old long-term feng shui thing, you probably take a long time before Johnny finds a job. So not because the system of feng shui is wrong, it's because the approach to feng shui is wrong. They use a systemic approach for a very specific problem, which is not the right way to use feng shui. Okay, or you just broke up. You had an intense bad argument, and now you regret it, and now you want to diffuse this situation. How do you do that? You set up your household feng shui, which takes a long time. You got to find the right house in the first place, set up the water position, make sure the roads are coming in the right position, move your bed to a different corner. Oh my God, it's too much work. Systemic approach doesn't solve short-term problems or immediate problems like this, okay? So although if you set up your house in a proper way, in the systemic way, these problems would have been mitigated from the start. But, right now you probably have this problem. So how do you solve this problem, right? Or maybe you're constantly feeling unwell, right? Something is not good. You just keep falling sick. How many of you have this problem? Just not feeling good. Energy level low, right? Always agitated. You have constant headaches or whatever cough that you have. Maybe you just need to clear the energy up. This is very specific, right? Or maybe just this period of time, just going through a downward spiral of bad luck, and you don't know what's happening. You just want to stop falling down. To do that, it's a specific targeted approach. You cannot do a systemic approach because systemic approach is slow. It takes time, okay? And you got to wait for the results. But targeted approach doesn't affect other areas. It just affects one specific thing. You are in a free fall, you want to stop the free fall, okay? Or maybe you are a victim of backstabbing, politicking, hating, discrimination, whatever that is happening to you right now, specifically now, and you need to put a stop to it. What do you do? Right? By the time you set up your entire house feng shui for the systemic approach, it'd be too late. You'd be backstabbed to death, right? So you need to stop that problem as well, right? Or maybe for those who are learning feng shui, there's a 5 yellow problem, right? Things just don't go right. You are meeting accidents. You are a lot of mishaps happening. Because you've activated a 5 yellow, or you activated a 3 killings, or you messed up the Grand Duke, and shit is happening, and you're like, shit, I need to stop this shit. What do I do? Right? Or maybe just legal problems, arguments, disputes that's happening right now. Okay, short term that you need to solve. All right, basically not smooth. Right? So these are common problems that people might face. They might not be as big as I just described. Some might just be a small lingering problem, right? So you need to fix it right now. It's no time for no time for systemic approach. So the biggest difference in targeted approach is this. Listen, the targeted approach targets the problem. First, you need to know the problem. Second thing is, almost all targeted approach to feng shui may have certain side effects. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. I know you don't like to hear it, but those who have taken medication or medical treatment will probably know this, okay? You have targeted approach mostly, well, not all the time, but a lot of times you take certain medication for a certain problem. That medication might have some undesirable side effects. I don't like the side effects. Yes, I don't like it too. So your job, my job as the practitioner is to minimize the side effects while trying to get the benefits of the targeted approach. The reason for that, some may ask, is because a targeted approach, remember feng shui has many layers. There's the long-term layer, which is the systemic approach layer. And then when you trigger certain things in the long-term areas, because there's a specific problem in that area, you might affect the overall Feng Shui condition for temporarily at that period of time. So you might get some side effects, okay? So that side effects might be, well, some are serious, some are not so serious. So that will be the one thing that I need to share with you in this training program as well, some other side effects that you must know of, okay? But generally, a targeted approach solves that problem, okay? Solves that one problem. And of course, if you realize that the side effects are too strong, then you probably don't take this medication, okay? So targeted approach is like medication. It's what Western world like to call cures, okay? The cures or remedies to Feng Shui. Now again, the cures and remedies is not for you to hang a painting, it's not for you to put an auspicious object and all that, okay? It's not like that, okay? So it's quite different when we are talking about this from the perspective of Feng Shui.